Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, the hot dish is hot. Find out which upcoming role Chris Rock calls his best of all time.
Who knows? I have a different career now.
Then Bethany Frankel reveals whether she's open to ever coming back to The Real Housewives.
Do you wanna have fun?
Also today, his shows usually bug me. But am I having a change of heart about Ryan Murphy's latest Netflix drama? And it's a Jason Show staff party, complete with show and tell, games, and secrets. Well, not really. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. We are live from our studios in Eden Prairie on this Friday. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm the aforementioned Jace. Happy weekend, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad she's here. I am very lucky to look across the set and see this beautiful woman every single day. Beautiful and talented and smart and lovely. She's my friend. It's Kendall. Good morning, Kendall.
I was looking for Paige Davis or something.
No, I'm talking about you, silly goose. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed. Man.
It's funny, if you were sitting here, you would just blend magically into the background.
You know, I was just thinking that. I was like, I perfectly match.
We are, actually, come here, Kendall. Let's just do this real quick. Come over here and sit down. No, just come over here. No, we won't get near each other. There we go, there we go. There. Look at this, look at that. That is some ad-lib social distancing. Now sit in the chair.
I can't sit in the chair.
Oh, that's right, you can't touch it. Don't touch anything. Look, everybody, it's just a head. It's just a head and some arms.
Like the green screen.
Okay, go that way, go that way. Don't touch anything I've touched. There we go.
Nobody touched.
Okay,
now
Red
can
Rover.
see my shoes, though.
Red Rover. Send Jason right over. There we go. Okay. Tyler, may I have the ultraviolet light, please? There we go. Can I get a wipe, please? Thank you. Just here we go.
Oh my God, Jason!
Okay. That almost ended in tragedy. Am I bleeding anywhere? Is my arm? Okay, well, okay.
You're like Gronk.
Oh,
woo!
That was, now we know what I would have looked like if I've gotten that gay football league. Okay, anyway, hi everybody, let me.
Are you okay?
I think I'm okay. It's okay.
Oh
Is the show over yet? No, we just got started, didn't we? How you doing?
Well, the Vikings could use some help, so if you want to jump in there at any point, you just let them know.
Yeah, I heard. I gotta stay off Twitter on Sundays because it's all about politics and Kirk Cousins.
I know.
So I gotta stay off both of them.
We're turning it around this weekend.
We are?
We're gonna turn it around.
Okay.
I've got faith.
I'm a little. If I seem a little stressed, it's because I think speaking of social media,
Yeah.
I think I scared somebody on social media.
Oh.
And usually people scare me on social media. But today I think I scared someone off. So I follow Sherry Salata, who is the former executive producer of the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Oh, okay.
She also has a great podcast called Sherry and Nancy. But Sherry was the executive producer of the Oprah Show for like the last 6 or 7 seasons. She landed the plane, as Oprah said. Sherry's featured in Oprah's behind-the-scenes show called Season 25 that's on OWN that chronicled the final season of the Oprah Show. You got to see the producers. You got to see how the sausage was made. Sherry plays a prominent part in that. I developed a little crush on Sherry.
Okay.
And I want her to work here, but she's too big for us. I mean, but I want to work with her. No offense to Jeff.
Sorry,
I want Jeff too. But I sent her a nice message.
Yeah.
Because watching that documentary motivates me. It makes me want to do a better show here. Who wouldn't want to do a show like the Oprah Winfrey Show? Anyway, so I sent her a nice message and I was like, hi, I just want you to know, da-da-da-da. And I didn't hear anything. And I saw that she read the comment, and I got scared. I thought, was I a little too fanboyish? Because I said, if I lived in Chicago, I know we'd be friends. And da-da-da-da. And I'm going off, and I'm like, I think I scared her a little bit. I think I just got a direct message from her. So she responded with a heart emoji. So I don't think she's calling the police on me.
Oh, thank
but
God.
I don't know.
Or she's distracting you while they show up.
Jeff just goes like this. Well, she still could be calling there still could be a restraining order. There still could be a restraining order. Sherry, I'm safe, right, Jeff? I'm safe. I'm harmless. Hey, I am. Anyway, thank you for motivating me, Sherry. I love you, and we would be friends. Okay, everybody, let's get started before Jeff throws something else up at me. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. I'm still a little, I'm frazzled by that projectile thing.
I know. I feel like something's gonna come up.
I know, my heart is pounding a little bit. First up in the hot dish, we now know who will kick off the new season of SNL next weekend. Chris Rock will host the season 46 premiere. That will be his third time hosting the show. Megan Thee Stallion will be the musical guest. Returning to the cast this year, well, basically everybody. Kate McKinnon, thank goodness. Aidy Bryant, Cecily Strong, Kenan Thompson, Jim Carrey, as you heard, is going to play presidential candidate Joe Biden. Again, still not sure how I feel about that.
Really?
Yeah, because as a viewer, I will enjoy it. I feel bad for the cast that's already there. I do.
Oh.
Like, I don't like that they bring in Alec Baldwin to play the president. Oh. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of a slap to the people, the cast that they have.
Did they used to do that always,
No.
or is this a more recent
This
thing?
is a more recent thing. It really started with frequency when Tina Fey started playing Sarah Palin, former Governor Sarah Palin, after Tina Fey had already left the show.
Okay, so that's really, because that's really when I remember SNL a lot, so it seems very normal to me that they would do this. But.
Yeah, oh well. The hosting gig comes as Chris stars in his newest and long-anticipated starring role in the 4th season of Fargo. I love this show. The show was originally going to debut back in April, but, well, you know, pandemic and all, it got delayed. He talked to GMA about the role and called it his best part ever. Look.
Anybody's ever watched Fargo, I would say the best shows on television are, well, there's Game of Thrones, Atlanta, and Fargo, okay? And everything else falls under that. And so, you know, this guy Noah Hawley writes the best parts in the world. And my character is from the 1950s. He's a crime lord in Kansas City. And it's just a fully formed character. He's a black man.
Oh, I love this show, y'all. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the old. It's not a serial. Each episode or each season stand on its own. It's its own story. Fargo returns on FX, to FX on Sunday night. Woo! I'm excited. I like to see comedians in dramatic roles. Like the late, great Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo. That was a phenomenal role of his. Good Will Hunting for Robin Williams. Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple. You know, I could go on.
Yeah, they can do it much better than the reverse, I think. Like, dramatic actors being funny doesn't always, like...
Yeah, like you don't want to see Helen Mirren in a... Well, actually, you kind of do. Yeah. Next in the dish, Bethany Frankel was on Andy Cohen last night. She is no longer, as you guys know, on The Real Housewives of New York. She left this past season. And that means we really don't know what's going on with her personal life. She talked about that. This was an interesting moment. Look at this.
Are you and Paul talking marriage?
I'm still married. To crickets again. And
You're killing me.
We're back.
Yeah, you heard that right, everybody. Bethany split from Jason Hoppy 8 years ago. That is 3 times almost longer than the marriage itself. They were only married, I think, for 2 years. Isn't that nuts?
That's longer than any relationship I've ever been in. They've been split for longer.
Is Jordan watching?
I know, he is.
How long have you been with Jordan?
Like 6 years?
Oh, okay, well, you're getting out. I mean, yeah.
We're moving along in the right direction, but she's ahead of me.
Oh, okay. She was also asked the question we've all been wondering. Look at this.
Amy A. wants to know if you'd ever consider coming back to Roni.
I don't know. If you get my gate code and there's a Brinks truck full of a lot of cash, you know, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. I don't know if it is about the Benjamins. Actually, in your life, it's all about Benjamin. But
Yeah, right.
I don't know. You know, who knows? I have a different career now as a result of not being on. Just different opportunities do come because of it. It would have to be a different show, and I have had ideas, but it would have to be a clean the deck, and it would be a different show. But I'll tell you the idea if you
Okay, yeah, right there she goes, I'll tell you the idea, but you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement. She was joking. This is intriguing. I said Bethany was very different in a great way in that interview. It was just, she seemed lighter. I don't know if it's because she's in a good place in her personal life and she's happy she left Housewives. But I am curious, I wonder if her idea is to do like a little reality show, but not so tense with Dorinda, because her and Dorinda are actually now really good friends now that they've both left the show. They've been seen palling around.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
it could just be the two of them.
Yeah.
And maybe some random people we don't know.
Yeah, I want to see Bethany back on Bravo. I do. I think that's where she shines. She's going to do a game show for HBO Max. That's great. But no, I want to see Bethany in an ensemble. That's where she's so funny, dealing with other people.
Right.
Next in the dish, David Letterman's new Netflix show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, is back for a third season. Netflix says the shorter 4-episode season will drop October 21st. So here are some of his guests. I love this. This is a good lineup. Kim Kardashian West. Now I know, don't roll your eyes. This is actually going to be a good conversation. Dave with her, good combination. Robert Downey Jr., Dave Chappelle, and Lizzo. Oh, yeah, sign me up. All 4 will drop at once. The season was originally going to be 6 episodes, but during the pandemic, yeah, we'll take whatever we can get. I mean, Dave had to cut it short. Right. But this is such a good, Dave didn't do the whole Johnny Carson thing where he retires from his talk show and you never hear him again. I like that he kind of has the second act. And that format, hour-long conversations, perfect for Dave.
That's what he was always so good at.
Yes.
You know, I mean, work with what you can do, right?
Yep. Yeah, get a show that highlights your strengths.
Right.
Like this show. I don't know what strengths I have, but I mean,
You know all the encyclopedia of everything Bravo and TV history.
That's right.
Like I could say, what happened on season 3 of Dallas? When did it premiere?
That would be this season 3 of Dallas would have been 1981. Yeah, debuted in 1970.
Not in the prompter, people.
Debuted April 2nd, 1978, and Dallas ended May 3rd, 1991. 356 episodes.
See what I'm saying? You're great at it.
It's frightening. Lots more to come, everybody. Stay right there. We'll be back after this. Coming up, another slice of hot dish. A cliche, yes, but it is the truth. Mariah Carey like you've never seen her. Mimi opens up to Oprah and to us in her new bio. Then, looking for something to binge this weekend? Well, I have 2 out-of-this-world recommendations for you. And you love it, and we love it, and it's here. We're doing another Jason Show staff party, complete with some show and some tell. And we'll do that when we come back.
Shift to I right, got it.
Okay. Z short.
Z short.
Act 4.
Act 4.
Mm-hmm.
Act 4.
ACT with the number 4.
Number 4, not an IV, but a number 4.
That's pretty good. Okay. Deep. You can even make that shorter and say DP if you want.
DP, okay.
824.
You're just making stuff up now.
I got it.
824, okay, yeah.
And we'll go with H drag.
H drag? Are these the launch codes? H drag, already?
That's where we stole them from, Stephen.
Here we go.
That's where the NFL starts.
Here we go. Shift! I right! Z short! Act 4! DP 824!
It's not DP, it's deep. Deep.
Deep? Deep P. You said I could say DP.
You can shorten it so you know it's deep. You just put DP because everyone knows that's deep.
Well, you said deep.
Well, we shorten words.
H-drag.
H-drag means something different in my community. Former quarterback and current, make up your own joke at home. Former quarterback and current football analyst Tony Romo on Colbert last night. The crew was telling me people love him, right, as an analyst.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is this correct information?
True. I think people at first were like, is he going to be any good at it? But he did a really good job, and he continues to. So.
Well, like Justin Morneau, And people love him in the broadcasting booth
Yeah,
for the
FSM,
Twins.
yeah.
He's a good guy. Have you ever met Justin Morneau?
He wouldn't remember me, but yes,
Yeah.
very briefly.
He's a very nice man.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoy him. Yeah, I've met him several times. Next in the dish, Mariah Carey is opening up about her complicated relationship with her family. She sat down with Oprah to talk about her new memoir. It's called Memoir. Well, can I say that right? The Meaning of Mariah Carey. That's what it's called. A lot of the conversation dealt with her mom and her siblings. She says she would have stayed silent, but her family has been selling her out, selling stories to her about the tabloids for decades. She said her family has treated her as, quote, an ATM with a wig on. This interview, I said this about Bethany a few minutes ago. This was, and I said it in the tease, it is such a cliche. My apologies. It was just a different Mariah Carey. I've seen every one of Oprah's conversations with Mariah. She's done, I believe, 9 of them. Mariah was very different in this interview. And I was trying to put my finger on why it was different. She wasn't affected. She didn't do this, oh, darling, the lambs, darling. There was none of that pretense. It was just Mariah talking to Oprah about her life. And you could tell that she was laying bare a lot of the inner struggles. And even Oprah said, every time I've talked to you, I always felt there was something underneath that you weren't sharing. And there was this struggle with her family. Fascinating conversation.
Do you think she was open like that just because she's just over it, or because she has this book? What do you think it was that made her like
she
that?
answers it. It's a great question. She's over it.
Okay.
You can tell she is over, and Oprah goes, oh, I've been sold up on my family. Yeah, Oprah, back when the tabloids meant something, now, thank goodness, they're basically powerless. But Oprah's family sold her out repeatedly, and Oprah goes, you don't need to tell me about that. But I think she's done. I think Mariah is done with family selling pictures and video and stories of her for money when she's already giving them money, you know?
Right.
And how horrible. Can you imagine? I was trying to put myself in your cousin. Like, I was trying to think of my close cousin. I'll just take Stan. If I found out, like, Stan sold a store, you know what I mean? That would be crushing on so many levels. What a breach of trust.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
I don't know. My cousin Lydia sells stuff about me all the time to all the people. I know it's you.
Well, thank goodness you don't have any scandalous anything out there. Yeah. Next in the dish, Disney is paying tribute to the late Chadwick Boseman. Look at this, everybody. This is so nice, so beautiful. This Black Panther mural was unveiled Thursday at the downtown Disney district in California, which is connected to Disneyland. The mural, titled King Chad, features the star making a Wakanda salute with a young kid. It was created by artist Nicholas Smith. Great tribute by the folks at Disney. This is a heavily trafficked area. This is the shopping and restaurant district connected to Disneyland and California Adventure. And it's beautiful. And I hope they do something similar at Disney World as well. Whoopi Goldberg thinks, and I think this is great, Whoopi Goldberg thinks there should be a Wakanda land, which I think would be incredible. I mean, breathtaking. Because it's just such a rich, beautiful landscape anyway to put that, but let's just be very clear. Mickey Mouse is having some money issues right now, so there will be no new lands for a while.
No.
But no, they're reducing. Disneyland's not even open right now. Downtown Disney is open, but Disneyland and California Adventure still not open, and they're really wanting the park to get open. They're pressing the governor of California to reopen it, but still not open.
Ouch.
Yeah. Florida, open. California, no. Next in the dish, I want to talk about a couple shows I watched recently. The first one, Away. Away is a science fiction drama with Hilary Swank. And if you haven't seen the trailer, here's a little bit of it. We'll talk about it on the other side.
The only thing I've ever known for sure in my life is that I wanted to be on the first mission to Mars.
It's only 3 years.
Okay, I guess I won't miss you.
I'll be right back.
Emma's 20 million miles from the people she loves. She needs to know that her family's taken care of. I got it covered. Do you?
They need me more than anyone, and I'm not there.
You think you're the only one haunted by the sacrifices you made to get here?
I can only imagine. imagine what you're going through up there.
Houston, we have a situation.
What happened?
Yeah, if you're looking at it, you're going, oh, Jace, I'm not really into space shows. Here's the deal. The space aspect of it is really just the backdrop of what really is a character exploration and a really good character-based drama. Hillary and Josh Charles, or as I know him, Will from The Good Wife. He'll always be Will. They are a married couple, both are astronauts. She is chosen to do this expedition to Mars, a 3-year expedition to Mars. He is not. He is staying home with their daughter. Something happens. You see it in the trailer. I'm not giving anything away. There's a health scare. So she has to make the decision, are you still going to go to Mars for 3 years? If your husband is, something happens, you'll see. So there's that dilemma. And then there is the dilemma in space. There's a great scene that I'll just reference that speaks to the drama of it. There's an equipment failure as they are just starting the mission, and they have to do a very dangerous spacewalk, uncabled, that Colin and I were like this. Yeah, we were making, it's so, guys, seriously, it's so good. You love these characters. I'm not much for shows like this, but this is so well done. I'm halfway through.
Okay.
Away is what it's called.
Did you see the show Mars?
No.
Okay, because I was curious if it was similar, but it's just another Mars. They're gone for 3 years,
Yeah.
but it is character development stuff.
You will like this one.
Okay.
Next up, a show also on Netflix, and it's from the creator of American Horror Story, my favorite, Ryan Murphy. It stars Sarah Paulson. Look at the trailer.
The minute you walked in the joint.
We had a saying in the Corps, save 1 life and you're a hero. Save 100 lives, well then you're a nurse.
Do you wanna have fun? How about a few laughs?
You have been subjected to enough pain.
I can show you a good time.
But you deserve someone to show you mercy. How different I would be if someone had.
Absolutely. The show is about the character from the legendary film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Ratchet, this is a prequel set in the 40s. You see the evolution of what makes Nurse Ratchet when you meet her in the 70s. Why is she the way that she is? It takes place in a mental institution in the late 40s. She is surrounded by such a good cast. As you know, Ryan Murphy shows drive me nuts because they're great for about 3 episodes, and then the car turns down Nutter Butter Lane, and the show is just a dumpster fire from there. This is different, and I'm thrilled because I liked Ryan Murphy. I loved Nip Tuck. I liked the first 2.5 seasons of Glee. I liked the first season of American Horror Story. It reminds me why I like Ryan Murphy sometimes. A word of warning, it is gory at parts, but the gore serves the plot, and it's not all the way through. The first scene is very difficult to watch, but get through it. This works because, yes, it's a little overplayed. It's a little hyper reality, but it's grounded in great performances by Sarah Paulson, by Finn Wittrock, by Cynthia Nixon, and Judy Davis, who plays Nurse Bucket. My mom's watching. It's so good, my mom, who I didn't think this was her type of show. She gets in the car yesterday. She goes, you know what show I'm watching? Ratchet. And I said, are you really, Dar? And yeah, it's so good, but it's not for everybody.
Okay.
I'll just say 2 more things.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone and a pet monkey. That's all I need to say. Sharon Stone has a pet monkey.
Okay.
That's why you should watch it. Ratchet is available on Netflix. Hey guys, still ahead. It's the staff show and tell you've been waiting for, I hope. Coming up in just a little bit, Kendall, Jeff, and Ted join me. What will they bring to today's show and tell? You never ever know, but you will find out when we return. Back in a moment. Googling something and I couldn't Google fast enough. Oh well. Welcome back to the show, everybody. With all of us spending more time at home, we're all finding some hidden treasures around our houses. And that means it's time once again to see what's revealed in our Jason Show Staff Show and Tell. Please give it up for Kendall, producer Ted, and executive producer Jeff. Hello, stars. Hello. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Hello. I'm always going. How's everybody doing? Ted, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Jeff?
Good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for, wow, the enthusiasm in that was just breathtaking.
I just saw you 30 seconds ago.
I know, but the viewers don't know that, Jeff. The magic of television. Keep the illusion, Jeff.
Don't say that.
Okay. So here we go. We're going to start with Staff Show and Tell. Ladies first. That would be you, Kendall. Please begin.
Okay. So this is actually in my kitchen, and it was in my grandma's kitchen her whole, like, as long as I can remember from my life. It's in Swedish. It's kind of hard to see, but this thing is from 1965. If you read Swedish, you might know what it says, but it says, "Coffee is the best of all earthly drinks." And I used to covet it when I was a kid. I just thought it was pretty. I didn't know what it said.
Okay, hold still. Adam's going to get a big, I want to get a close-up of that. What does it say again?
It says, "Coffee is the best of all earthly drinks," is what it says. So essentially, my grandma was like, she wasn't off the boat, but her parents were off the boat from Sweden. And so she still sang in the Swedish choir. She couldn't really speak it, but she could read it a little bit.
Yeah.
But my favorite part about this whole thing was not only that it was so pretty, but I love on the back, I had her sign it.
Oh.
And so it was
that's smart.
super important to me just because my grandma had a brain tumor in the early 90s. And so she had a really shaky hand, hard time writing. But I was like, please. So she never liked to write anything. So she wrote from Grandma, which I think it says Grandma Mary. Yeah, from Grandma Mary. And it was about a year before she passed away. It, like, has the date on it. So
Wow.
kind of a, goofy thing you'll see in my house that doesn't fit with my ambiance of anything else. But I
don't think it's goofy. I think it is very sentimental. I love that.
Yeah.
And now please put it down before you accidentally drop it or Jeff throws something at you. Yeah, which both is a distinct possibility today.
It is.
I just, as you're holding it, I know the viewers are probably like, oh my goodness, please put it down because it's so precious.
I can hear all my cousins going, oh, that's where that went. You got it, you brat.
Did you steal it?
Well, I mean, it had my name on it. That's why I had her write my name on it.
Did you go in there and take it after she passed?
No, she told me. I told her I loved it, and I said, write my name on it.
Boys, we're getting the real story finally.
I said, Grandma, I love this. And she was, in her late 80s and was like, write your name on it. So when I'm gone, you can take it.
So if I have my parents write their names or my name on like $100 bills, will I get those?
It could work.
Yes. Ted, are you making a list? Ted, who you calling, buddy?
It's So you're her first cousin, and you wanted that.
Holy, I'm not giving it to you. Mine.
Ted, get that list going for your relatives. Start making that list. Well, I can't joke about that. When my papa and my grandma passed away, Betty and Earl, I took his cookware while the relatives were outside eating potato salad. I went in there and grabbed his pots and pans and...
Did you have a backpack? You're just throwing stuff in?
I know. No, I actually had to go to the Walmart in Michigan City and get another piece of luggage to haul the pots and pans back here.
Stop it. You need to buy more luggage.
I had to buy more luggage for the pots. Anyway. Okay, mine is not sentimental. Mine is just goofy, and it's a picture. Now, before we put it up, Director Steve, so this was back in 2009. During the first, Jeff, wasn't it like the first year of the Buzz, I believe?
Correct.
Yeah, first year of the Buzz. And I was sent to the Metrodome for a promotion for Pixar's Up. Remember the movie about the old couple and the house that floated? Well, Disney had recreated the balloon chair that could float up, and they decided to put me in it. Me, who's afraid of heights, to go to the top of the Metrodome roof. So look at this picture. You can see the real fear.
Look, you grip that chair.
Look at the fear. Now, we have a close-up, too, of my face. This is not faking it. Look at that. That is...
I've seen that face so many times.
Yeah, I have that face in meetings with Sheila all the time. But no, look at that face. That is not faking it. That was actually just a very candid shot by the publicity people from Disney, and they sent it to me because the crew thought it was so funny. But I I chickened out. I did not get in it.
You did not.
No, I couldn't. They got me about halfway up, and I literally did start
a panic
crying.
attack.
And I started panicking. They lowered me down, and then I made Alexis go in it and send her to the roof. So we sent Alexis from the radio show up, and then we had the Metrodome people turn the lights off, and we left. And we're like, bye, Alexis. And we left her floating in the air. Oh, it was good.
That is horrid.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
should pray for yourself.
I know. Watch. I should have.
Is that why there was a hole in the Metrodome that one December? And
That's right. That's why there was a hole.
From Alexis.
Yeah, Jeff. No, X-nay on the ol' hay in the Metrodome. No. Anyway, okay. Now stay with us because when we come back, it's the boys, Jeff and Ted. Plus, Ted will reveal the list that he's making for his relatives. And later, a game you do not want to miss. Our staff show party is coming up, continuing right after this. I just had my uncle remind me that I was even more devious, so I can't even make fun of you. He said the way he remembers it, I offered to go get people food in the house as a decoy to steal the cookware. I was like, does anybody want potato salad? I'll be right back. And then I went in there and took the cookware. Welcome back. We're having some fun with the Jason Show staff show and tell. Now, joining me again, Kendall, producer Ted, and executive producer Jeff. Okay, we're going to go oldest next on our crew, and that's Jeff. Jeff, what do we have here?
Well, I didn't steal any family heirlooms or
You guys.
scam family members, so. Just kidding. No, I'm going to take you back to the year 1989. I was in 9th grade. And
that's the year Colin was born. How frightening is that?
Well, more frightening for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
nobody laugh at that. What are you two doing?
Okay, anyway, I was in 9th grade, and I won my school spelling bee, which earned me the right to go to the Argus Leader Spelling Bee in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which was a big deal. Like 100 local kids from every school got to go. So I still have the program. My picture was in the paper. I think we have a close-up.
Do it. No way.
Okay, so fun fact, my mom hated that school picture because I insisted on wearing a white t-shirt. That's all I wanted to wear. So she wasn't happy with that. But anyway, I got into like the top 15. I didn't win. Oh well. But I still have, ready?
Yes.
My blue ribbon.
Look at that.
And I'm going to wear it the rest of the day. Right
Jeff,
there.
you are a blue ribbon.
Smeller.
You are a blue ribbon smeller. Hey, smeller.
I can smell really well too.
Jeff, spell camaraderie. Camaraderie.
C-A-M-R-E-D-E-R-I-E. Camaraderie.
Very, very good. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was really impressive, actually.
Thank you. Yeah. I Googled spelling bee words. Yeah. That's cute, Jeff. Was that your one and only spelling bee?
No, I kind of won 3 years in a row. Again, nerd.
No one's going to clap for that?
No, I'll clap. No, Ted.
That was good.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you.
Education is important, kids.
No, that's fantastic. Jeff is probably the smarty of the group. Ted, wouldn't you say?
Sure.
We're all smart in our own way.
He probably convinced everyone not to enter.
Come here, Timmy.
Ted's been around me too long.
I mean, my favorite part was that in your picture you started, you would forget which kid you were.
No. My mom started for the kids who advanced past the first round.
She was keeping score.
Yeah.
Okay, makes more sense.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, last but certainly not least, Ted.
Well, I don't know if people know this, but that's Jeff. But I was a little bit of an athlete back in the day. I was kind of chiseled. So
Chiseled.
here I was going through all my awards last night, and I stumbled upon this. This would be a junior varsity school in swimming.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, and another junior varsity school record in swimming.
Do we have any photographic evidence of your athleticism?
No, but I also have this. I owe you 2 certificates in swimming. I don't think I ever got those.
Did he print those off? Did you really get those?
Did you get those from Kinko's?
These are real. These
I
are
saw Ted
real.
by the printer today.
Junior City.
Jeff, can you verify those documents when we get off the
I
air?
think the viewers are waiting for the Ted and the Speedo picture.
I know.
I'm not. Don't. I'm not waiting.
I mean, you reference that you were chiseled and you show us pieces of paper.
Yep. I've got photographic evidence. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Don't we have to break? Isn't it time to break?
Well, we have time while I look.
Okay, I'm being told, Jeff, that we have time while he looks.
Oh, thank
Well, I
goodness.
think everybody on this panel was athletic but me. All of you did sports, right? Jeff, you did what?
I wouldn't call myself athletic. I was a letter winner.
He was like the captain of everything.
No, but I mean, I'm giving you a compliment. Jeff, you were semi-athletic, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a football captain.
Yeah, see? Just a football captain.
See?
And then you played everything.
I did everything. Mostly dance, but I did everything.
Yeah, you played everything. I bowled, and that was about it.
I'm proud of you for that.
Now, Jeff, why does that always elicit a laugh? Bowling is a professional sport.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
You can't find it?
Oh, because it's not real, people.
It is real.
Whatever.
Okay, well, we're not done yet. After the break, a game about my celebrity interactions. Actually, we should call it, how much does the staff really listen to Jason when he tells stories? That really is the game. You're going to find out when we come back. Back after this.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Happy Friday. Looking online, people are loving another edition of our Staff Show and Tell. So much, Ted has made such an impression with his last revelation that we just got, oh, look at it. Oh, look at it. Oh, I don't know if we can do a close-up. Steve, can we just take Ted's shot right now?
God.
Can we? Oh my! This
We
is
don't need to.
this is Pilgrim television right here.
Freshman year in college.
Look at that. Well, it's working, Ted, because I just checked our Jason Show fan club Facebook post. They live stream us. There's a woman named Tanya who's very interested in you. She
Wow.
goes, "Is Ted single and looking?" He sure is. Well, we just shared our show and tell, and now it's time to play a game. During my 20-plus years in TV, I've had the chance to meet and interview dozens of famous faces. So today's game is called Did I Meet Them? Executive producer Jeff will give Ted and Kendall a name, and all of you at home, please play at home. And they have to guess if I've ever met, and Jeff will stress this, if I've ever met them in person. Take it away, Jeff.
Okay, you guys have your buzzers, Ted and Kendall.
It matches me.
Okay.
my
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready? First one, remember, he has to have met them in person.
No satellite interviews.
Cue the music. Has he met a president of the United States, current or former? I don't know who that is.
That's Ted.
Okay.
No.
Jason?
I have met two.
Oh!
I have met George W. Bush, and I have met Billy Boy himself,
Wow.
President Bill Clinton.
Very impressive.
Yes, both at the Starkey Gala.
That's two more than I've met. Okay,
Yes.
next, number 2. Has Jason met a member of the royal family, any country? Doesn't have to be in Kendall.
No.
Kendall, you are right.
Oh.
I have not.
I would know
Unless
that.
you count Countess Luann. But other than that.
And there was that one guy who I think he was British, but then he like
You mean my
was sort of like
You mean my ex? He wasn't. He didn't claim to be royal. He didn't claim to be royalty. Just British.
Moving on. Number 3. Has Jason met, in person, Ms. Britney Spears?
Ted.
I would say yeah.
Ted. She was actually the first star I ever interviewed in person.
I knew this. Did you fall out of your chair?
And I fell out of my chair like a turtle. Yes.
Wait, do the impersonation.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of the era of Britney, has he met Christina Aguilera?
Kendall.
Yes, for the radio station, maybe?
Kendall. You are wrong. You are wrong. I have never met Genie in a bottle.
No.
No.
Okay, the next one's interesting. Has Jason met Zac Efron? Ooh.
Ted?
I would say yes.
Jason? Look at that.
Wow.
Yes, I have. That's 2010. My goodness, I look.
You look so different.
Yeah. Well,
how does Alex Kendall look exactly the same?
Alex looks the same,
Exactly the same.
and I look like I didn't eat for like 4 years. But yeah.
Oh, there were so many stories from that day.
Oh, there were so many. There were so many stories from that day that we will never ever be able to tell until I write my tell-all book and change everybody's names. Yeah.
All right, next up. Has Jason met any of the Desperate Housewives, the main 5?
Kendall.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
You've never met Nicolette Sheridan?
No, I've never met any of them.
What would you do if you did?
If I met Nicolette Sheridan? Oh, I think I would cry. I would, like one of those
No
fainting.
Marsha Cross?
No Marsha Cross, no Eva. No,
I would have thought Terry Hatcher.
No Terry. Felicity, I have a jail visit scheduled, but no, I'm.
She's out of jail.
Oh, she out of jail?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, next one. Has Jason met Cher?
Kendall,
Yeah.
you are right.
Ooh.
I
Jason?
met Cher on Election Day 2000, my first year here at Channel 9. I walked in to get my assignment for the day, and on the assignment board, it was written the following: Jason, Cher. And I thought it was a joke. I yelled at our assignment editor, Keith Brown. I said, "You don't joke to a gay man about Cher." And he goes, "I'm serious. She's here campaigning for Al Gore." I went to a factory. I made the photographer stop at my apartment. I grabbed the Mermaid's laser disc, and I drove. And then when I went up there, I started to cry a little bit. And I said, "When I'm done, will you please sign my Mermaid's DVD laser disc?" And she looked at me and she goes, "Of course you have a Mermaid's laser disc." And she squeezed my fat little cheeks and then was on her way.
She didn't say, "Snap out of it."
Snap out of it. Do you have one more, or is
Nope,
that it?
we're done.
We're done. And perfect. I think we're on time, actually.
Well,
Ted, look at that.
Yeah,
Nailed it. Jeff hosted this segment perfectly. If only the host could do that, is what he's thinking. Give it up for Kendall, Jeff, and Ted. Thanks, everybody. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Of course you have a Mermaid's laser disc. Welcome back, everyone. People are laughing at the Zac Efron photo, and Jeff referenced that there's so many stories from that day. He was so nice, I'll just tell you that. Zac Efron was very nice in person. What we're laughing about is, and he wouldn't mind me telling because he's no longer our boss, but our boss made a big deal that day. He's like, "Nobody can take pictures with Zac. Nobody. Don't you bring in anybody. He's a guest. We need to be professional." Our boss literally brought in all of his extended relatives. Like, there was a receiving line of Bill Dahlman's entire family. It was like, "Oh, there's my nephew. There's my nephew's girlfriend. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Tracy. That's my cousin's stepsister." And he brought in his whole family, but made this big deal. "Don't you dare act unprofessional. We are professionals. Meanwhile, here's my family.
Go take photos with them."
Go take photos with them. Hey guys, don't forget, stay connected with us on social media. It's really easy. And stay connected with us on YouTube. Just search for Jason Show on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell to be reminded when new episodes are uploaded. We're gonna wrap up the show right after these words. This is my cousin Lisa, my cousin Phil. Oh, bye. A throwback for you this morning. On this day 50 years ago, the Partridge Family made its debut on ABC. It ran for 4 seasons, making David Cassidy a major star. My mother, she had all the albums of the Partridge Family. We got to go soon, but I'm reading comments. If we can make a note to our digital team, we're going to need someone booted from our website. Her name is Michelle. She writes, "I love when Jeff Orcutt is on. He's handsome, intelligent, and I have a small crush, I must say." Yeah, so if we can have her banned from the show, that'd be great. Can we have that? I love you, Michelle. I mean, women are flooding in to date Ted. I think they think, right, that they think we're joking that he's single.
I know, and like, wouldn't that be so rude to whoever his significant other would be if we just totally
Yeah.
lied about the whole thing?
No, he's single, everybody. Monday on the show. Hope you're hungry. We're celebrating the start of Oktoberfest with some German-inspired recipes from the Cooking Mom. That's coming up on Monday. Guys, sincerely, thank you so much for watching today and this week. I hope you have a great weekend. And if you are watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.